Hello, everyone. Thank you all for joining. We're just going to wait a minute or two just to wait for a few more attendees.
All right, I think we're about to get started. So welcome everyone to our first inaugural joint webinar between the Microsoft Partner Network and Microsoft Advertising. I would love to start off by thanking you all for joining and for giving us some time in your day. We are absolutely thrilled to be here to share some insight and talk about our advertising network. So before we get started, I would just like to kick off with a few housekeeping items. So for those of you that are new to Microsoft Teams, you will see that there are some icons around your screen that will help you navigate the platform. We are going to ask today that you keep your camera and your microphone switched off so that we can not disturb the presenters or the participants. Also, just to note, by joining today's virtual event, some of your personal information, such as name or email, may be visible to other participants. So in case you're not comfortable with that, we will be recording this session today, so you can feel free to watch at a later date. And also, there will be time for us to answer a few questions, hopefully, at the end of our 30 minutes or so. So if you do have questions throughout the session, feel free to type these within the chat window, or you can reach out to us after the webinar and we would be happy to answer your questions. To kick off, just to quickly introduce myself, hello, my name is Andy Tam. I am speaking to you all today from somewhat cloudy London. I am a partner development manager at Microsoft Advertising. I've been with this team for about 6 years now, initially based in the US, but I decided to make the brave move across the pond to now support our EMEA business. My territories primarily are the UK, but I do support the Netherlands, the Nordics, and Israel as well. I am focused on customer acquisition and growth for our channel partners, who are an integral part of our advertising network. And you'll get to hear a little bit more about our channel partners in a little while. I'd also like to take the opportunity to allow my co-presenter to introduce herself as well. Anushka.
Hi, everyone. My name is Anushka Singh. Like Andy, I'm also a partner development manager based in the UK. I've been with Microsoft for about 12 years now, all in Microsoft advertising, and I've been in this specific team supporting the UK Channel Partner Program for over 5 years now. Back to you, Andy.
Wonderful. Thank you. So let's go ahead and get started. For those of you that are not yet familiar with our Microsoft Advertising Network, our goal today will be to level set, to inform, and also shed some light around the role of search within Microsoft. We'll also talk about the importance of how it's much more than just a destination site these days and how it's evolved. We are going to shed some light on the extent of our network, its capabilities, its reach, and hopefully it will include some names that you might not even know we partner with across the region. At the end of the today, we will provide you with some resources on how to get started. Hopefully, collectively, we can partner to make an impact, one search at a time. And we're looking for this to ideally open up a new door for you and your customers, to build up your brand, your business, and to really expand your reach. So I would love to start by reflecting a little bit on 2020. It has been a massively transformative year. I don't think that's a surprise to anybody to hear that. It's really forced incredible change on how people, companies, and brands really engage with us. I don't think anybody predicted that 2020 would bring really more than one global crisis. And so certainly a lot has unfolded over the last 12 months. COVID-19 has inevitably forced evolution. So the way that partners and businesses are thinking, how their priorities have changed, sometimes from a growth mindset to simply surviving. There has been a social justice movement, which has sparked a global sea change. And I think a lot of us, including those of us at Microsoft, are left thinking, how do we make a difference? And how do we effectively continue to build that connection with our customers? I think something that we've all learned is that people are signaling that brands play a role, a very important role in society, and all of the work that we do really impacts their marketing and their view of marketing. We know that Edelman recently conducted a poll back in early 2020 that showed roughly 78% of the respondents saying that they expect businesses to not just protect their employees, but also the local community. And so what this really reads to us is that people trust that companies, sometimes more so than government, to really handle a crisis and to really step up and play a role. I think for us at Microsoft as well, we believe that brands play a role in driving not just societal change, but also helping to solve systemic problems. And so that ultimately brands can stand for something that's much larger than just a product. I'd like to quickly shift gears to talk a little bit about our mission. For those of you that are part of our Microsoft Partner Network, this may already be familiar to you, but it's really our aim to do our part as well. When our CEO, Satya Nadella, came into role back in 2014, he really quickly reset our mission to empowering every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. This has ignited a massive cultural transformation on our side. It's changed the way that we view our business, our customers, and it's helped shift the business model from product-centric to much more people-centric. And it really is the backbone for everything that we do, including kind of an inclusive and growth mindset. And it's important to us also because we know that 85% of customers say, they won't really consider a brand if they don't trust it. So everything that we share with you today around our network, our products, our features is really built on this foundation of trust and on privacy. That is a cornerstone to all that we do. So finally, to drill down a little bit more into the topic at hand today is search. And I'd like to begin by level setting on the size of our network, especially in the UK, which is relevant to this group. So at the end of the day, we're talking about 23 million searchers every single month. If you estimate about 17 average searches a month, we're talking a total of 400 million searches in our entire network every single month in the UK. And I think what this hopefully will mean for you and your businesses is that this presents a massive opportunity to tap into this audience group. It's very widespread and it continues to grow. I'd also like to start by presenting this question to you all. Hopefully some of these search engine brands you're familiar with already, but I'll give a quick moment for everybody to sort of ask themselves, are you aware which of these search engines does Microsoft power? So have a think, take a guess. And if you said all except Google, then you would be correct. Verizon Media, they have one search underneath their network, which includes AOL and Yahoo, who are a part of Microsoft's owned and operated properties. DuckDuckGo and Ecosia are two of our trusted syndicated partners in our network. And it goes well beyond just these brands on the screen today. But at the core, when we talk about reaching our audience through search, we are talking about being able to show your brands and your customers' brands on the search results page throughout these engines. So it's a massive opportunity, and oftentimes people don't realize that the Microsoft network reach goes beyond just Bing.com. I'd like to take a moment to talk a little bit about our journey. It's been a wild ride, to say the least. Over the last 12 years, the Microsoft Advertising Network has gone through its fair share of transformations, rebrands, logo changes, partnerships. Back in 2019, we really started out purely as a destination page, being the core experience. And it was a singular siloed experience. But since then, we've quickly expanded cross-platform, thinking mobile, tablets, search applications. Also in 2017, more recently, we started introducing AI, which is, think of it as our machine learning capabilities, which really serves to bolster up our infrastructure, and it massively changes how we think about relevant searches, user-friendly features, targeting capabilities, and all of that really is to support advertisers like yourself to better tap into our audience and our network. This past year has been pivotal as well for us specifically at Microsoft Advertising. We've gone through a brand change. So what was formerly known as Bing Ads is now Microsoft Ads, and Bing is now referred to as Microsoft Bing. So again, I think one of the big surprises is that customers and users don't always associate the Bing brand with Microsoft. In some cases, they don't even know it's owned by Microsoft. And so what this rebrand really signifies to us, and hopefully to you as well, is our belief in brand recognition and trust. It also points to an exciting time on our side for continued investment in our ads and our news business, and we really have the support of our leadership at the highest levels to justify this investment and to really forge ahead in this area. And we're very proud of the fact that we've now been able to reach 1 billion devices globally across Windows 10 outlets and applications. So if you think back to what I talked about in 2009 being a destination page, this has massively exploded into a myriad of opportunities. Search is no longer just confined to that search box and a bunch of links. This has really transformed the way that people get information, search for information, and the goal and the long game here really is to become much more personal, much more natural, and much more mobile. Bing, we view it as the intelligence layer that kind of sits on all of these Microsoft products that we own today. Again, search, we believe strongly, isn't about just the destination, but also integration. And so now I'd like to take a moment to share a quick video that will better illustrate this. All right. So hopefully from that video gave you a little bit more insight into the expanse of search and how Bing has really come a very long way since its inception. And obviously, when we talk about search, we cannot ignore the browser. We know that 60% of the time people spend on their computers is within a browser experience. And so the big difference is going to be what is the level of trust that users have in the programs that they're using. Trust and privacy are extremely key. It has become a primary way that we work, we learn, and we play, and it's integrated into those decisions that we make. We've really taken that to heart, and so we've reimagined the browser experience to become this new version of Edge, and it's available today on PC, on iOS, as well as Android. When we designed Edge and Bing, we really had in mind the way that it would work together seamlessly. And so it's been engineered for business primarily. The new Microsoft Edge browser experience is built on really strong values of world-class compatibility, performance. So we don't want websites to just work, but users also to not miss a beat when they're working online. We also mentioned that security and privacy are key, and so Edge is backed by Microsoft's latest security features, as well as all of the robust experiences that were built into the browser. It's really simple to manage and to use within an organization setup. Lots of productivity tools have been built in so that employees can find the information they need when they need it. Before I go ahead and pass it over to my colleague to take over, I just want to reiterate that, you know, both brands and people are growing within the advertising, the Microsoft advertising network today. At our core value, we really believe in building trust, and that extends beyond the Edge browser experience, but also our search platform. And then secondly, it's all about integration, not just being a destination page. And so we've come a really long way, and we believe that we should be where and when people are searching for brand products and services, that Microsoft should be there. So with that, I'd like to now pass it on to my colleague, Anushka, who will dive a little bit deeper into the profile of our network, as well as how you can begin to build up your brand.
Perfect, thanks, Andy. So as Andy said, I'll just go into the second part of our presentation now, which is some more specifics about Microsoft advertising. So Microsoft advertising represents the fact that we're part of Microsoft, a brand that has decades of experience helping partners and businesses succeed through innovative and trustworthy technology solutions. And it represents our commitment to delivering the same level of expertise to advertising. Microsoft Advertising is also the name of our platform, where you as a business would go to advertise on Bing or on any of our other advertising solutions. As Andy mentioned, Microsoft operates on a foundation of trust. It always has. In the early years, our commitment to protecting our customers' privacy made us look conservative. Today, it sets us apart, and it drives everything we do, from commitments we make in client meetings to how we protect brands and consumers alike. These are some of the guiding principles we adhere to that ensure your brand is represented at its best when you're advertising on our platform. We respect people's privacy and ensure their data is safe, and we protect your brand by ensuring it appears in quality, brand-safe environments. It's our commitment to you, and it's how we can deliver data-driven solutions that use our data and your data in a more trustworthy manner. Globally, the Microsoft Search Network enjoys double-digit PC search share in half a dozen markets. In terms of PC or desktop market share from ComScore, the biggest market for Microsoft Search Network is the US at 38%, followed by the UK at 21%. That's 395 million searches a month. This growth has been driven by Windows 10 and our expanding network and search entry points. As Andy touched upon earlier, we power many different search engines, as well as being available across multiple devices and platforms. On this slide, you can see our Microsoft owned and operated properties that your ad can appear on. Our partnerships also enable us to offer high quality traffic from some trusted brands you may be familiar with, like Yahoo, AOL, Gumtree, DuckDuckGo, and Ecosia. We also get 100% of traffic from Verizon Media, which includes their partners such as Forbes and WebMD. With features like site exclusions, you have the control and flexibility when you choose to opt into our search partner network with your Microsoft advertising campaigns. One of the biggest outcomes of our partnerships is growth in mobile search. Partners like Yahoo and AOL all have significant mobile reach, and as a result, we saw a 57% increase in mobile clicks from 2019 to 2020. The use of multiple devices can add complexity to the audience-based marketing promise. The average person owns roughly 4 connected devices, and often the data is not shared or collected across the platforms to enable personalized marketing. We will continue to invest in and grow our mobile search volume and performance through partnerships and Microsoft app adoption on iOS and Android so that we can reach and unlock insights on user behavior and share that data across different devices. So who can you reach on the Microsoft Search Network? Maybe your perception is that we reach a specific type of audience, but the reality is we have a very diverse audience. In the UK, 55% is under the age of 45, 45% have graduated from university, and 24% are in the top earning bracket, and that translates into a valuable audience that is unique to us. So if you aren't on our network, you are missing out on potential customers. To help you find the right audience and deliver the right message, we have many different features you can use. Search ads has evolved from showing a few lines of text to more visual and targeted experiences. And there are a few that I'd like to highlight today. The first one is LinkedIn profile targeting, which is unique to the Microsoft Search Network and enables you to target users based on their company, industry, or job function. And we are the only ad platform outside of LinkedIn that offers this. Next is shopping campaigns. That allows you to showcase your products in a visually engaging format that includes custom images, pricing, promotional offers, and product ratings. And finally, we also have the Microsoft Audience Network, which is our own native advertising offering. What that means is your ad sits within the context of content on Microsoft owned and operated sites like MSN, Outlook.com, and Microsoft Edge. It leverages Microsoft's unique data about its users and their intent signals to improve your ad relevancy and performance, which has proven to drive greater awareness and engagement than traditional display. These features, plus many more, can help you achieve a better return on investment for your advertising campaigns. So now onto our final section, I'll go into a little bit more detail about what you can do to reach the right audience using our platform. So now that you've learned about Microsoft advertising and want to get started, where do you begin? We make it as easy as possible for you to hit the ground running and be set up for success. One way is to go to the ads.microsoft.com URL and create your account, and then import your campaigns from Google, saving you a ton of time. Another option is to work with a Microsoft advertising partner. We have a program just like the Microsoft Partner Network, but for advertising. And as you all well know, there is a lot of value to working through a Microsoft advertising partner. They will do all the heavy lifting for you, saving you time, and as experts in their field, they can increase the efficiency and performance of your campaigns. They also have access to Microsoft support to enhance your campaigns, like opting into features and betas before general release. To find a partner, you can visit our directory. via the URL aka.ms/ADV partners. Certain partners have achieved elite status in our program, which means they are a trusted partner and receive the highest level of support from Microsoft to make your campaigns a success. These are the elite partners that we have in the UK, listed on this slide. They work with businesses from all over the UK, and they are experienced in working with very small to very large budgets. To get an idea of what working with a partner can do for you, this is a case study we did with the partner AdPeople. Their client UManage, based in Scotland, offers a unique HR software platform. The software service aids people managers and HR professionals with every step of the employee lifecycle. When UManage first started working with AdPeople, the business had never invested in online marketing, having relied on referrals and word of mouth to drive new business. However, with the support of AdPeople and a modest discovery budget, the UManage team was persuaded to embark on a digital advertising trial. An initial 6-month trial was agreed with the goal of testing different advertising platforms to find the right fit for UManage. At the end of the trial period, Microsoft Advertising had proven its worth, and in January 2020, UManage tripled its monthly spend on pay-per-click advertising. Such was the success of the campaign that a lead generated from an ad on Bing led to a record-breaking revenue deal for the company. Today, 80% of new business leads for UManage come from Microsoft Advertising, and the company's website saw 23% year-over-year growth in visitors and an astonishing 130% growth in conversions. So we are at the end of our presentation, and as a little thank you for joining us today, we are offering you a coupon for £250 when you create a new account on Microsoft Advertising and spend £50. To claim this offer, you can go to the URL aka.ms/MSFT coupon. When completing the form, you'll also be given the option to be contacted by an elite Microsoft Advertising partner of your choice. I hope this presentation has given you a better understanding of how to build your brand and business with Microsoft Advertising and a few reasons to try it. If there are any questions, Andy and I are happy to take them now via the Q&A chat window.
Thank you, Anushka and Andy. That was a great presentation. And yes, as Anushka just mentioned, if you do have questions, please feel free to put them down in the Q&A section. I guess we'll give people a minute or two to ask questions.
All right, so it doesn't look like there are any burning questions, but again, if you do have something that comes up, that comes to mind, we've listed our contact alias underneath the thank you. We'd love to hear from you. I also want to thank everybody for joining us today. Hopefully, we've been able to shed some light for you on the Microsoft Advertising Network, and we've really only hit the tip of the iceberg with all the different possibilities. So I do hope that we've been able to leave you a little bit inspired to get started and to take the opportunity to work with one of our advertising partners. But it does look like we have a question. that just came in. It looks like the question was, is there a keyword tool associated with our network? And the short answer is yes, there is a keyword planner that will help you get started on your own. We also have many more tools beyond our keyword planner that will help you get organized around bidding and budgeting structures, setting up your accounts, importing your campaigns from Google, for example, if you work with them today. So there's a lot of different resources, and we can certainly help point you more in a better direction if you'd love to send us an email to that alias. Anushka, I think we have another question if you want to take this one.
Sure. So the question is, can you apply for the offer multiple times? So the offer is on new accounts. So if you have multiple new accounts, then reach out to us on email and we should be able to do something for you. So just use the alias or complete the form and we will get in touch.
Perfect, thank you. Just waiting to see if there are any other final questions. Nope, I think that might be it. So again, thank you everybody for taking the time. It's been a pleasure. Hopefully you feel inspired to get started with us. We'd love to hear from you. And hopefully you will be joining us on this exciting journey throughout 2021. Thank you all again. Take care. Be safe. Be well. Bye.